Stop stressing over one big change. Start with small daily habits. You won't become wise from one book. You'll become wise from reading 10 pages a day for 100 days. You won't get healthy from one workout. You'll get healthy from walking 20 minutes a day for 100 days. Big changes are made up of thousands of small, repeated actions. The progress is hidden in the small stuff. So instead of stressing over making one big change, start with one small habit that you can repeat every day. It could be waking up early or going to bed early. It could be reading 10 pages of a book or writing 500 words every day. It could be walking 20 minutes or meditating for 5. It doesn't matter what it is, just that you do it daily. The Japanese have a great saying, which is that the nail that sticks out is hammered down. In other words, the more you stick out, the more you're gonna get hit. If you're different, if you're trying to change, if you're trying to make progress, people are gonna try and bring you down. In order to make big changes in your life, you need to start with small, seemingly insignificant changes. Those small changes compound over time. Just think of the snowball rolling down the hill. Starts small, but as it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger, and eventually becomes this huge, powerful force of nature. That's the power of compounding. And the same thing happens when you make small changes in your life. When you read 10 pages a day, that's not a lot at first, but after a few months, you'll have read 3,650 pages. That's like reading an entire library. When you walk 20 minutes a day, it doesn't seem like much at first, but after a few months, you'll have walked over 1,800 miles. That's like walking across the United States. So don't underestimate the power of small, seemingly insignificant actions. They compound over time and eventually become something big. And the best part is that these small actions are easy to maintain. You can keep them up for a long period of time. And that's key because it's not enough to just do something once or twice. You have to do it consistently over a long period of time in order to see real results. So start with one small habit that you can maintain every day. And don't worry about the big stuff. The big stuff will take care of itself. Most people quit too soon. They don't see results fast enough and they give up. But if you stick with it, even if it's just one small habit, I promise you, you'll see results. You just have to be patient. There's a great story about a man who was trying to learn the piano. He was practicing 3 hours a day, but he wasn't making much progress. So he went to a friend and asked for advice. His friend told him to cut back to just 30 minutes a day, but to practice that every day for a year. The man followed his advice, and a year later, he was playing Mozart. The point is that it's better to do a little bit every day than to do a lot all at once. The man who practices 30 minutes a day for a year will be better than the man who practices 3 hours a day for a month. Why? Because it's the small, consistent actions that compound over time. So stop stressing over one big change and start with small daily habits. Do that, and I promise you, you'll be amazed at the results.